Yeah, how the hell could people keep showing Pee Wee Herman to their kids, and how did Paul Reubens keep working as Pee Wee up until he died a couple of days ago? How could anybody apologize for his known pedophilia? Well, for starters, there's zero evidence of it whatsoever. But since you asked so nicely, without a hint of evangelical pitchforking and torching or any slander, let's get into it. In 2002, Paul Reubens was shooting a music video for Elton John with Dave Chappelle when he got word that his home was being raided. So he turned himself in to the LAPD. After a team of investigators went through all 70,000 pieces of his collection of Kish, memorabilia, and vintage erotica, they found just under 100 items that were debatable. So that's less than 0.001% of his collection, and when we say debatable, it's important to note the district attorney reviewed what the cops thought was pornography and disagreed and declined to bring any charges at all. On the final day of the statute of limitations, then city attorney Rocky Delgadillo decided to pick the case up. Reubens didn't want to deal with the trial, and the evidence against him was so damning that Delgadillo accepted a plea of guilty to misdemeanor obscenity. Reubens paid a $100 fine and agreed to be placed on a registry for 3 years and have no unsupervised contact with minors. As he saw it, this didn't affect his life in any way because he didn't pursue unsupervised contact with minors, and he was busy taking care of his father who was dying. So to recap, 2 authorities responsible for bringing prosecution reviewed the material. One of them said outright it just wasn't child pornography, and the other one could not make that felony charge stick and let Reubens off with a $100 fine and a misdemeanor charge. Reubens has claimed the entire time that it was art, stuff that people knew that he collected and displayed. Kish, erotica, memorabilia. Pinups and vintage magazines that he did not collect because they contained children, and it was never established that they did. There's no evidence to support that he ever pursued CP or distributed it. Art dealers he worked with for decades have come forward and said he bought things in bulk. There's no way that he knew everything that he had because so much of it was in magazines, and there was so much of it, and that he never once asked for anything containing children or even specifically young people. To be clear, there is never any justification for sexual violence against anyone, but especially against children. There's just no evidence at all to suggest that Paul Reubens ever perpetrated it or was interested in perpetrating it.